Everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the tennis prophet, and the tennis psychic, coming at you with another video. Okay, people, now that Nadal has won 16 majors, what does that mean? Now, I've already covered what it means versus his greatness in comparison or versus Federer's greatness. I already said it puts him back in the conversation, and we just got to see, will he catch Federer? But there are other things. It's significant in other ways, relevant to greatness and other people's greatness. And let me just tell you, let me tell you the first thing Nadal has done. He has secured, forget Federer, okay, we'll have to see if he'll catch Federer, but he has secured, I believe, the number 2 spot as the second greatest player of all time. And you know, like the Djokovic, listen, man, there was even a debate when Nadal had 14. There was some people thinking that Djokovic was going to catch Nadal. So he's edged away for the Djokovic. Don't have to worry about the Djokovic, at least for now. We got to see what the Djokovic are doing in the next few years. But let me tell you the guy who he just edged out. And now Nadal fans are going to say, no, he's been edged out, this guy. But no, you take it from the tennis prophet here. He just comfortably, not just edged out. I feel comfortable now saying that Nadal is greater than Pete Sampras. At least giving Nadal the number 2 spot instead of Pete Sampras. Well, some people got Rod Laver, but I'm going to deal with Pete Sampras right now. There was a debate with me. Now, with the Nadal fans, they was already saying Nadal is better than Pete Sampras. I don't want to hear, but see, people don't know how great Pete Sampras was. Let me just tell you. Pete Sampras got 14 majors, so people saying, okay, well, what are you talking about? Nadal got 16. But Pete Sampras was number 1, people, for 6 consecutive years. And Nadal has never been number 1 over a year and a half. So even now, Nadal just became number 1. He's probably going to end at number 1, but can he be number 1 for even a year? So that always bothered me about Nadal. That was the only thing. Why wasn't a guy as great as Nadal had been number 1 for more than at least 2 years? Look at the Djokovic. He was number 1 for 4 years. 5 consecutive years almost. But now, with Nadal having 16 though, I feel okay. Like if Nadal was there and Sampras, if they were side by side, and I had the greatness trophy, and they say, give it to the one who you think is greater. With Nadal having 16 now, I could go to bed at night, sleep well at night. If I gave it to Nadal, I wouldn't feel that I cheated Sampras. Now, when Nadal had 14, I felt that Sampras was still over him. Even there was one Nadal fan that said he felt that Sampras still edged out Nadal. Now, listen, there may be some Sampras fans or even some tennis experts that may say, well, even though Sampras got 14 and Nadal got 16, they may say the fact that Sampras was number 1 for 6 consecutive years and Nadal was never number 1 for more than 2 years or a year and a half, it's even. Hey, listen, I get that argument. And I wouldn't argue with somebody that much. If somebody said that, plus Sampras, that end of the year tournament, where the top 8 battled it out, Sampras got 5 to 6 of those. I think at least 5. So in Nadal, I don't even know if Nadal has 1 of those. 1 at the most. So somebody may say the fact that Sampras got 5 of those end of the year tournaments, Nadal only got 1 or none, and Sampras was number 1 for 6 consecutive years, someone could argue that those 2 achievements that Sampras has, big achievements, and Nadal don't have those make up for those 2 majors that Nadal has over Sampras. Therefore, those 2 guys are still even as far as greatness. I get that. That's cool, but I'm just saying now, I have no problem putting Nadal over Sampras. Now, I'm not saying he's way better than Sampras. I just said I put him over Sampras now, comfortably. Now, I know the Dow fans could be like, oh, he's way better than Sampras. You guys need to go to Wikipedia and find out how great Sampras was. But I will Well, my point is, I have no problem saying somebody else putting Nadal over Sampras, and I have no problem saying Nadal right now is based on his achievements, based on majors definitely, is the second greatest, has secured that spot. Now, there are going to be people saying, well, if Rod Laver would have not been barred from playing the amateurs, he would have had 25 majors. I'm going to do a thing on that, but you know what? I'm not about if. Even that's true. Some people think Rod Laver's the greatest of all time, but I'm not giving ifs. I'm giving you the greatness trophy based on what you have done. And so Nadal has 16, and nobody except for Federer has 16 majors. So I have no problem putting Nadal over Sampras. But like I said before, that don't mean he's way better than Sampras, but I have no problem putting him over Sampras. Okay, people. But like I said before, though, if somebody want to say, somebody could make an argument that is even based on those Sampras being #1 for 6 consecutive years and winning those and having 5 of those end of the year tournaments. I get that argument. But for me now, I can say that, and I like to wait, and I like for greatness to play out. I don't get caught in the silly emotions and stuff. I let it play out, and when you show me I almost said the shit, like I just said. When you show me the stuff, then I give you your props. And right now, I would say Nadal has secured that #2 spot as the second greatest of all time based on what he got. Okay, people, that's it for me. Y'all know the way I like to bring it. I like to bring it real and raw. The Magic Man, the tennis preacher, prophet, psychic. Signing off. Have a nice day, everybody.